Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. To- Today is the 19th of September, Thursday, 2024. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining SKTV once again. It's good to be back. We are here today and we are going to be discussing Liberia. We have a lot to discuss. It's going to be open mic. You know what I mean? It means that nothing is off limit, nothing is off the table. As long as we remain within the confines of this platform, I want to encourage each and every one of you to go ahead and share the show as we join our colleagues from Liberia and around the world. But we want to encourage everybody to share the show. Let's do it. Again, welcome to SKTV.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We talk about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to sell. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end of promise from them. So welcome my life with African.
I live royalty.
Master.
Clay Paris, who make on you, I can't ask you if you been you. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And yes, I know money, and more I you. And you love family, more I what is
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
Ena dine ya tumale, ena sadia ya tumale, ena konagli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ena dine ya tumale, ena sadia ya tumale, ena konagli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ena napagiyari na ya tumale, esta tiki, ena napagiyari na, tosi wako ma ya tumale,
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We talk about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to sell. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best. To work with my life with Africa. From Grandfather, Nima to Lufa. From River Sass, River G to Chide. From Bantu, Bombay, Cape Mount, Monserrat, San to Bakulu. From Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We talk about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to sell. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end of promise from them. So welcome my life with African.
I live royalty.
Master.
Clay Paris, who make on you, I can't ask you if you been you. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And yes, I know money, and more I you. And you love family, more I what is
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
ena dine ya tumale, ena sadia ya tumale, ena konagli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ena dine ya tumale, ena sadia ya tumale, ena konagli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ena napagiyari na ya tumale, esta tiki, ena napagiyari na, So she walk on my ya too many. Yeah. Oh.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle Rider, Lopa, and Grandmaster.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and I promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Monster Rider, San to Tobacco, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The blessing, the time, and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving a fear and the promise of death. To work with my life without fear.
A lyrical
Master.
Clay Paris, who make on you, I can't ask you to be benyo. Say my journey, Tina get as a man, and he's a no money, and more I go. And you love our
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle Rider, Lofa, and Grandmaster.
And I didn't ya too many. And I said ya too many. And I can't play ya too many. And I could do ya too many. And I didn't ya too many. And I said ya too many. And I can't play ya too many. And I could do ya too many. And I don't get it now ya too many. That's the baby. And I don't get it now. So she walk on my ya too many. Yeah. Oh.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle Rider, Lopa, and Grandmaster.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and I promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in the whole wide world. I want to take this time to welcome all of you to SKTV, but it looks like you are not sharing the show. Let's share the show. Today we have a lot to talk about. I have a whole lot to talk about, even though it's going to be an open mic, but we have some information to share with you. If you share the show, we'll definitely share those information with you. But if you don't share the show, then we will just, not waste our time here. But I want to encourage all of you to share the show so we can have this conversation started. We are having some issue here. I'm not sure what's going on. But if you are not getting notification, it means that others are not getting it as well. So I want to encourage all of us to go ahead and share the show. Something is not going right. Hopefully, yeah, we're having some issue here. Let's see here.
Have any song playing here? Okay, nothing's playing. Yeah.
Johnson Mayborn Kula, how you doing, sir?
Yes, I'm doing good. Thank God. I don't know about you, but for me, I'm okay. Thank God. At least I have life in me, and I'm energetic, and even though the weather is not too favorable, but at this stage and time, you can't talk too much about weather. Some of our people there, like for Elizabeth Bawon and the other people, they say maybe slow down, you be very passive. So I'm okay with everything.
Yeah. So I think we are having some technical issue today for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah, but maybe it will get better later on. Um, I don't know if you can. Those of you who are watching from Facebook, can you say something?
Yeah, well, I'm seeing some of the comments. I don't know whether you see some or maybe the comment is
see 4 comments.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
seeing
So
one, two,
something
three.
not correct. Hopefully we get it taken care of. Well, whatever the case is, we are here, and I think it will get better. Yeah, say something. You're on Facebook. I want to make sure that we have people. I know some of you are not
Yeah,
saying,
both the Facebook and all the YouTube. Please, if you're also watching us,
yeah.
let us know.
So,
Yeah, okay.
Mabel,
Mhm.
you know, last before we start the show today, we have a lot to talk about. We have some information to share with our brain people
Mhm.
on the issue of drugs. We also have some information about the training thing we talked about in LOFA the other time.
Mhm.
And we have some international, news as well. So it's going to be very interactive today. But we want to encourage people to share the show. So let's recognize a few people. Elizabeth Bowen, welcome. Mom Miri Gonga's son, and welcome. Nina Kwe, welcome. James Woolley, welcome. Arnold Taylor, welcome. Darlington, welcome. And Edward, welcome. Rudolph Perry, welcome. I want to say thank you to all of you. We got to share the show before we can get this conversation started. But maybe before we jump into the conversation, tell us what is happening in the country. What are things making news in Liberia right now?
Yes. So again, thank you. Trying to share what they give. So let me just give you all of the latest update. Then later on, while we go along, I will be doing my own sharing from my
Yeah.
end. So again, let me say thanks to you for at least making sure that, because I've really been the cause, the concerns, and everything was just too much. Maybe I say cool. In fact, even some of our regular listeners, especially silent one though, who don't easily call in, they were like, maybe what else could come in? We missing everybody, but anyway, thank you for holding on and say good. So we move. So thank you again. Yeah. So actually today is Thursday, and the 19th of September here in Liberia. Apart from the news that been coming up throughout the week. That means starting from last week with the drugs issued and so forth. And the president is out of the country with his delegates as we speak. They are right now in Canada, I think in Toronto, the capital city, or they are touring, or they are there or speaking to Liberians on the site. So from that end, they will be going to the USA for the UNGA, according to.
Maybe 1 second. Let me take this call. Continue, okay?
All right, no problem. Wonderful. Yeah. So again, so the president is out after his interaction in Canada. He will be going to the US of A for the UNGA summit. So that's going to happen anytime in this month up to next month. So the president will be out for a few time or few days upward. So again, yes, Liberia is good. We're moving on. The weather condition is being quiet. And on yesterday, the president great sheet or his card for Nimot came out on yesterday, creating the president or the government 3% after their promises of close to 119 promises that have been made according to Nimot. Only 3% of these promises were maybe adhered to or were finalized according to NIMO's own report. So there are a lot of mixed reactions to that. Liberians were like, yes, thinking about, but what going on? How can the president, with all of the experience, the 42 years of government or governance or government experience, the president is now scoring 3%. So all of political opponents, they are all giving their own reactions as to what's going to happen next. Mind you, we have a few more months to go to climax the rescue train first year. So if this starts scoring 3%, that means if you calculate 3% up to maybe 6 years' time, people are saying that maybe the president maybe is going around about maybe 12%. Others are saying no, I think that's a good start. Maybe the president still putting everything in place in making sure that at least Liberian get the best. So again, apart from that, the news from Lofa County about a young guy who beat a 16 years old lady, according to him, to the information that in fact he said that the lady stole wire. So because of that, he flocked the lady in fact tied her up on a tree, and that also sparked up mixed reaction to that indeed the entire group should be arrested, or those people who are involved should be arrested and be sent to the law and be prosecuted, because that was wrong, that was terrible. So yes, so we're still waiting, but when it comes to that, there are no reactions from the Ministry of Internal Affairs. Mind you, some of these things fall on the Ministry of Internal Affairs and other general ministry also. But up to that, there's no official statement coming from them as to where are we, what's going to happen, what our government. The only information we're getting is that police, some security officers are made some arrest and so forth, but there's no official statement coming from the Ministry of Internal Affairs and the Ministry of General. And again, with the letter issue quickly coming from the rescue government through the Foreign Affairs Minister acknowledging the permanent or non-permanent representative to the UN by the former government headed by President Weah. That also sparked a lot of reactions. Others are saying that the government lack of reconciliation, the government, their attitude towards the former president was not good. Why now they call it on the former president to come in, at least to help them get that seat. So far, the government also reacting through the information ministry. They are saying whether the former president agree or not, or what's going to happen. So far, these are some of the happening back home with the entire letter coming from the government of Unity Party, the government, to the president and all the foreign ministry.
Wow, thank you so much, Maybon. I want to welcome Brazilian Monk. I want to welcome all of you here. I know it has been a minute, but Monk, welcome, my brother. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, we're doing great. Hanging in there. We've been holding the line for the past couple of days. Since you and Steve were missing, and Maybon and myself with Lawrence, we've been trying to hold it down, and we've been dragging it. I say when those guys come back, then I will take my own break. But we're here. We see how it goes this week. And to our listening audience, we haven't been doing great when it comes to our regular Friday contributions. I think it's been 3 weeks now in a row. I think it's unprecedented. First time since I've been on the show for all the good 3 weeks in a row. I've never seen it. I know sometimes it can be like a week, but usually we'll recover on a Saturday or before the end of the week. But for the first time, something is not right. I don't know. Maybe we need to really, really put heads together and see. But something is not right. It's going to 3 weeks now. But we're here. We'll keep adjusting along the way. Nothing is guaranteed, but we'll keep adjusting along the way. Yeah,
my brother. I got complaint from Grand Judea that will be meaning the people of Grand Judea with the broadcast that will not be fair to them. Yeah. So hopefully, I'm trying to do everything right now to see if we can come out today.
Yeah.
But hopefully, moving forward by next week, we'll get a lot of things adjusted. Melbourne and Monk, you know, a few days ago, I think sometime about last week, we talk about a lot of things here, especially the issue of people training in Lufa. We also talk about the drugs. And as always, SKTV, we don't just talk. When we say something, it means something. And we don't just speak loosely on any given issues. But we have some information to share with our people today. SKTV, you know, sometimes I want to talk about the way I can see how people sharing the show. It can make me weak. You know, among the last time we talked about Joseph Boakai going to Guinea-Bissau, we don't know, and the Labron government did not give any official or unofficial account of why Joseph Boakai went to Guinea-Bissau. So when we had a show here the other day, we have some friends from Ivory Coast, from Senegal, from Gambia that were following. So they forwarded the information to some other friends who also in Guinea-Bissau, who is also aware of a lot of things going on. So we received a call and we're giving extensive, you know, explanation as to what actually transpired in Guinea-Bissau. The first thing the person asked me, do you speak French? I said, of course, as I can speak French. So, but like, parlez-vous français? Je dis, oui, je parle français très bien, même. He's like, oh, man. You know, like, I was like, you know, impressed that, oh, I can speak French. I said, okay, yeah. I can speak French. So we started talking from one thing to another. It was revealed to me that President Boakai went to Guinea-Bissau. In fact, Joseph Boakai went on a private jet that was sent by those drug dealers from Colombia. I know it will be breaking news to a lot of people. It was the private jet that took Joseph Boakai from Liberia to Guinea-Bissau. Oh, I'm getting a very important call. Just a second, gentlemen. I'll come.
Wow. We got another breaking news today.
Yeah.
So, high level. DEFCON 3.
So, Mr. Mark, I don't know, but I have other news. I'm getting report that at the JFK Medical Center, they are saying that, in fact, JFK lack of CT scan equipment. I don't know if you, Mr. Mark, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think the CT scan is some kind of ultraviolet or X-ray machine. They do it for these kind of life-threatening illnesses. I mean, so I don't know whether we'll lock it up. I don't know whether it's a maintenance issue or if it's a form of scratch or buckle or the machine could be down. I don't know. There could be so many things that you could interpret, but I don't know. Maybe we need more information on that before you can tell the public. But now, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I'm getting. Yeah, but Lawrence, you want to give us a little update maybe from your end?
Yep, Central.
We can welcome Lawrence. Lawrence, my man, welcome. It's been a minute.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kenneth. Thank you for small behind the scene.
Yeah, so we got a lot going on, man. We got a lot of information to share today. The only thing, unfortunately, we're not going to go over our time. exactly 1 o'clock, which will be 8 o'clock Liberia time. We'll be out of here because I gotta go on the hustle. Yeah, so you know, it was SKTV was informed that Joseph Boakai traveled there in a private jet that was sent by those guys. And he met people from Colombia, from El Salvador. Yeah, El Salvador and Colombia.
Yeah, El Salvador, Central America.
And they are key players in the sub-region that they had a conversation. In fact, the reason why they scaled down the funding for the war on drugs, Joseph Boakai was told to chill out. And he also received some cash, according to the information. That now Joseph Boakai Jr., that not any emissary or any other person, Joseph Boakai himself was in physical contact, face-to-face contact with the people, the drug dealers in Guinea-Bissau. All the other people that follow from the DEA, LDA, that were just to climax whatever was discussed by the president himself. And when you see that the decision to come up with a clear decision as to what really transpired, damn, I'm having another call, my people. This is very important call. Let me give me 1 second.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Lawrence, we just gave her late. Lawrence, yeah, we just give a little update quickly.
Yeah, you know, the other breaking news is not easy. Well, I made nothing much in the lower end here. We are expecting our medical team to hit Farmer District on the 25th of this month. The outreach is being sponsored by NASCOP and Senator Moy. So the 25th of this month, they will be at the Beaumont Hospital doing free medical surgery outreach program. So yeah, asking the public to take advantage of it. You know, health is life. And so we hope and pray that our people will take advantage of this outreach this coming 25th of September this year, 2024. So far, so good. That's the only information from the lower end here.
Wonderful. I don't know what Representative Mo want to respond to the representative of District Number 7 on the Musa Hassan Letia post. Representative Mo, you saw the lawmaker Letia post?
Yeah, I saw a post. I commented on the post. He said, I have evidences that the recast budget is an instrument of fraud and money laundering. It will be resisted by any means. So I commented, I said, but Chairman, I think it is imperative that you present the evidences before the next stage in the budget, because I know there will be problem when it comes to this budget. I follow the budget issue religiously. I know that the cartel is playing game when it comes to this budget between the executive and our lawmakers more precisely. And I think the chairman, even though he's not on the Ways, Means and Finance Committee, but he can see. I know he's understanding the game that is being played over there, the culture that is being practiced in the house, and they are the biggest problem and the biggest danger and impediment to the future of Liberia, our lawmakers. We shift blame on the president, which is a tradition in Africa, because we think the presidency is a supreme presidency, but equally so, if you claim to practice democracy, then the lawmakers or the first branch of government wields more power than all three branches of government. They are the only one that is capable of removing a president from power. I haven't seen a president remove a lawmaker, but lawmakers can oust a president from power. That's giving them total oversight responsibility, and they wield more power in the democracy. That's why I keep saying all the time, we claim to practice democracy in Liberia, but we don't understand anything about democracy. Because if this thing were really serious, you would start putting forward for an impeachment bill. You would start talking about how the House Speaker, you can falsify or forge his signature. That's a crime. How can you go with a budget and then the budget committee chairman, which is Dixon Siebel, Ways, Means and Finance, telling you he's not aware. I mean, come on, then how do you get a bucket to the executive branch? I keep asking the question. So there are a lot of things happening, and over time, our people will get to know because we keep telling them, SKTV, we keep bringing in the information, like we said, that we are not interested in trending information. We are just interested in telling them the most important things happening in the country based on the information we receive on this end. So we will watch the process. I think the chairman and others in the House will be taking concrete steps. We talk about the issue of drugs, and another lawmaker was on SKTV just less than 48 hours ago. It's the same thing. Everything boils down to the budget. But unfortunately, now the budget is like, it's a money laundering vehicle when it comes to our government, where everybody wants their fair share between the executive and the legislative branch of government. So it's kind of a sad that we find ourselves in this place, but people will get to know that we don't have lawmakers, we have a bunch of criminals. Only a few guys in the House or both chambers are there with good intention. The rest of them are there for one purpose, and that to steal and get rich, to get overnight success or acquire a wife overnight. That's why it's horrible.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, gentlemen. We will send some very critical information, but I'm not sure if I'm able to absorb the information and speak to you while on the show. Probably later on we can do that. But yeah, so when the people call after we got the information about what happened, we're also informed about what happened to George Weah when he came to the drugs, drugs issue and money laundering, in connection to what could possibly happen with Joseph Nima Boakai. That George Weah, when he came here, when he met with the CIA, they showed him, they didn't want to tell him, they told him exactly what they know when it comes to drug stealing and money laundering. And they also told him not to run. And he said, well, if he doesn't run, if people might kill him and they might do something to him, that the country will go, in chaos if he doesn't run as the sitting president. So he ran, but George Weah did not infuse the needed resources. That's why Citizen get angry. And we made it very clear on this platform that George Weah, people want him to run more than himself want to run. George Weah was told not to run, and George Weah actually was not interested in running again, but he could not have done so. That's why they reserved most of their resources, that the money that they had made, they didn't want to invest a lot of money in the campaign because he knew exactly, he told the people that he's not going to something. But what they thought, they didn't know that George Weah really was not running or didn't have the courage and the excitement to run again for president. So Joseph Boakai being looked at, Joseph Boakai being considered, the meeting that they had, the American government is aware of it, in Guinea-Bissau. So these drugs that are coming into the country through the airport, the president is aware. And nothing going to happen to anybody. And the reason why the issue of the LDA is still unresolved is because of the big hands involved. And Joseph Boakai hands are tight because both Abiy Nkrumah and Alhassan Fadiga, they know where the bodies are buried. So it would be at his own detriment for him to fire any of them or all of them together. In fact, we were informed why Joseph Boakai got the information about what happened in the fight at the LDEA. When they were coming, it was Abraham Darrell Dillon who told Joseph Boakai to fire A.B. Nkrumah as the boss. He should be in control. If he cannot control the people, you should fire him. Joseph Boakai said yes, no problem. When Joseph Boakai arrived in Liberia, other people who support A.B. Nkrumah said no. We saw the video, it was gross insubordination, and Fadiga should be the one fired. So one group say Fadiga should be fired, the other group say A.B. Nkrumah should be fired. But then GMB himself is afraid of firing both of them if at all. It comes to that may leak a lot of different secrets that they know. You know, both A.B. Nkrumah and Fadiga, they also have connection with the Guinea-Bissau stuff. Long matter short, our government is compromised, and they've been considered, they've been looked at thoroughly, and there are names of people. When they sanctioning the people who are connected to this whole drug thing, they will be all go from different countries. It's not going to be just Liberians. And some of our key players in our governments are part of it. We just want to make that clear to Liberian people. Based on our information, the president is aware of all the drug dealings in the country. His son is a part of it, but the meeting that happened in Guinea-Bissau with the president himself. Another information I wanted to share before I go to the training thing. There was a conversation in Lofa County that led to the dismissal of the former finance minister. That discussion was about who to replace Joseph Jima Boakai when it comes to Lofa politics. And back in 2016, 2015, when Joseph Boakai was running, Gafwan wanted to run for president. Gafwan was told, Joseph Boakai is your uncle. So Boakai, you and Boakai can compete. He's older than you. He's your uncle. So chill. When your time comes, you could be the next political leader of Lofa County. But then by then, Brandon Samuka was also in the picture. So Gafwan let go his ambition with the promise that Joseph Boakai will turn over to him. So in order to bring Gafwan into the whole political scene, they had a conversation that they will bring Joseph Boakai should appoint Gafwan back again as finance minister. That was one of the reasons why Boima Kamara was asked to resign. Now Gafwan is brought in. Gafwan going to be the next political leader of Unity Party. And there's a conversation that happened between Joseph Jima Boakai and Jeremiah Kun. Let me tell you this. Gafwan is brought into the political scene to replace Joseph Jima Boakai for the Lofa people. Joseph Jima Boakai talked to Kun. Maybe those who talk to Kun may be privileged to this information, or they may not. Joseph Boakai might not earn his term. Joseph Boakai might not earn his term because of health issue. The conversation as to who Joseph Kun should choose to be the vice president. You listen, you pay attention to this and keep this video for the future. Because many things we have said on this platform have come to pass. Joseph Boakai one, should he resign? Not today, not tomorrow, but even at any time. After getting whatever he wants to get, after enriching himself and family, after getting enough money for his entire generation, Joseph Boakai must resign, citing health issue. And Kun, if you can watch lately, Jeremiah Kuna is visible. Jeremiah Kuna was given the responsibility to, to steer the affairs of the yellow machine and all those kind of things. Kun was not in the picture. Kun was not from anywhere. Now there is some agreement now. Joseph Boakai maybe giving a lot of responsibility to Kun moving forward. And Gafwan going to be visible at the Ministry of Finance, and he's going to be you're going to be in the news almost all the time. Eventually, when Joseph Boakai decide, Kun will be president, and those who are depending on Kun, the likes of Prince Moi, the Edwin Snow, I'm just informing them right now, they are no longer in the conversation. If anything happened, whether Joseph Boakai become officially incapacitated or he resigns, it's going to be Kun president, Gafwan vice president. And if Joseph Boakai people refuse to say, you know what, he should not resign, she stay there. Come 2029, Joseph Boakai may want Gafwan to be the arrowhead for the Unity Party. The conversation about who to be vice president to Kun, should Boakai resign or something happen to Boakai, is done. If it happens, it's going to be Gafwan. I don't want to share that information with you guys. The information is clear and they are facts. Gafwan going to be the man for the Unity Party. Moving forward, you see Kun active now. Remember the yellow machine that they said was supposed to be $84 million. When Kun was given the responsibility to steer the affairs of the yellow machine, Kun now negotiated with another company. They're going to be about almost $37 million. 28, 26, 23, with all the other things, shipment and everything else, take it to 37 from $84 million. So the question remains, what happened to the 32 yellow machine they brought in the country? They told us they were going to be 200 and I don't know. They say I don't know. I mean
300 in total. That was it. That was a breakdown.
Yeah. So first they say 285.
288 out of the first number.
Out of that, they wouldn't have brought in 32, and they wanted the money for all 288, 200 plus. Now, Jeremiah Kun negotiation saying that they can get all of that 200 plus for $37 million instead of $84 million. So Jeremiah Kun is showing his skill. He's a
great negotiator, right?
He's a businessman. He's a good negotiator, and he knows the way around. He knows exactly what's going on. He knows what he's doing. So it means that Joseph Boakai was now actually telling LeBron the truth when he said this thing happened. One of my old long-time friends, through conversation.
Yeah, that was it.
Going into our arrest agenda. In fact, decided to give us the machine on a gentleman agreement, blah, blah, blah. All that one Joseph Boakai was saying, they were not true. They were written and give it and sign it, and then when they publish it. Now, based on the fact that Jeremiah Kun was not being visible, was not doing anything, and eventually Joseph Boakai want to bring in what's his name? Gafon. Now they in good book with Kun now. So we the Nimba people now, eventually we're gonna have a president. Yeah. We're gonna have a president. And it's gonna be President Jeremiah Kun. And Nimba people will have another vice president in the name of Gafon.
So the question here is, we all know that the whole issue of the budget is that Chairman Belete would say is a money laundering instrument in the government. And the question you ask yourself, if the president wasn't truthful on this machine, why would you overinflate the price of this machine? And then the guy who you want to push or who you are trying to position will want to cut or bargain to save taxpayer tens of millions of dollars. So at this stage, who is speaking the truth? It is because Jeremiah Kun possesses great negotiation skills.
What they're trying to do now, they want to put the blame on Sylvester Grisby and Mamaka Belete. They're forgetting that Joseph Boakai already convicted himself, already admitted that he's the one that actually initiated negotiation. But what they're trying to do, Joseph Boakai only initiated the conversation and then allow his able lieutenants to carry on the process, but they went and inflated the budget. So they are fighting, doing everything to throw Mamaka Belete and Sylvester Grisby under the bus. That's the problem. But it could go bad. It could go really, really, really bad. Because if you try to throw other people under the bus, what they know, they will talk about what they know. Because there are conversations, there are recordings. And the funny thing is, they are recording that some of them have already sent to their Fox News. They wanted to play some of the recording, but there are other voices that if you delete some of those voices or you cannot try to play with it, people will know that it was somehow compromised. So there's a fight within as to who to be blamed. Or they should just sweep it on the carpet and just move on and go with Jeremiah Kun. But my question now is that what's going to happen to the 32 machines that are in the country and the trucks that they brought? So Joseph Boakai said in that letter that if they don't agree, the person will ship it back. You know how much it will cost to ship 32 machines back?
You know they're not going back.
Okay. So at the end of the day, they're going to own it. We told you the last time they created some company under their own name. They're going to loan some of those, they're going to rent some of those machines to the mining companies in the country. They will own it, they will use it for themselves. Some of them will use it for the future to campaign with it. But this is a serious, serious predicament. The last thing I wanted to talk about is this whole training thing. The last time we said it here that there was training going on, and we called the name of the person who was supposed to be there in Liberia, the former General Claude Peavy from Guinea. when we announced it here, we told you that it was international concern. Joseph Boakai government was contacted by both ECOWAS and the international community that if the information is correct, that they should cut it off. So day before yesterday, I received a call from someone who was in favor of having that retraining in Guinea, in Liberia, to go and unseat the military government in Liberia, in Guinea. Somebody called me and said, oh, Sekou, whatever you talk on your show, you have disrupted what was going on. I said, what happened? He said, oh, the Liberian people, the Liberian police people just arrested the guy. I said, no, nobody arrested the guy. The guy was not arrested. It was negotiated. And Joseph Boakai government was asked to turn the guy over to the Guinean government. When we're talking here the other day, they say, oh, that's not true. Nobody in Liberia, nothing happening. Where was he arrested? It was in Lofa County. You know what they did? They go put chalk, we go put chalk on the guy's phone and say the guy was in Liberia only to seek, it was on, I don't know how you call it, Sek Bush. He went to Sek Bush to go and something, but that was not the case. So now, the next time you hear information from SKTV, if you don't know, just move on. Or just keep quiet or try to find out. Go ask them. And they say they arrested the guy where? What was he doing? And how many people they arrested? Who all is aware? We told you that the government, Liberian government was aware, and the information was confirmed to us by some senators and some representatives. And we told you that the Guinean government was also aware. The international community, the ECOWAS, the AU, they were all made aware that Liberia is doing something that was very, very bad. Just a little history about this guy that we're talking about here. This guy was one of the toughest generals in the Guinean army during Lassana Conte time. They staged a coup. They went all the way. They put the president under house arrest. The president promised him to free him and that he will make him, will give him anything he wants. After that, he became lawless. He became the most fearful general in Guinea. When that coup d'etat happened, after Dadis took power, he became one of the forceful person in Guinea. And this guy was in jail as to what happened when they killed 150 civilians in the stadium in Guinea there. So they were on trial for that for a long time. So his son was in the army that was also released. So his son and other people went, they launched an attack on the prison compound to free his father and free other that returned. So this guy now went to Masanta region in Guinea. They're close to Lofa County. He's a Loma guy. And he managed to enter Liberia. His son and other guy that were released from the military, they all entered Liberia. And with the help of Steve Zygo, the man who is the immigration man, who is, recruiting people, they were able to start and establish the training thing in Liberia. So we brought the information here. We'll let you guys know that Liberian government was on the wrong trajectory when it comes to allowing rebel to be trained in your country to go and launch an incursion in other country. We say it was bad. It was not good for Liberia. Right now, some of them are not happy with us for breaking the news. But Liberia first. So Mong, Mabon, Lawrence.
Wow.
These are just few things that we say we have to come and share with our people. And hopefully we will make good use of this information. I know there's a lot to process.
Yeah, when you say a little, I like, wow, you just unpack, you call it a little.
Yeah, but there are a lot of things we cannot cover everything one day. Hopefully we'll be on tomorrow and throughout the weekend. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure what Saturday or Sunday, but hopefully tomorrow we'll be on. But yes, there you have it. We have a lot to cover, but since this is open mic, I thought to go through all of these information, and I will process the other information that I just received while we were on the show. A friend of mine sent it to me and called me and to say, go read this information while you're on the show. We'll peruse that information and we'll talk about it if need be before the end of the show. So back to you guys.
Well,
yeah. So a minute up to 7, and 7 o'clock, as usual, we'll be going for the news bulletin while you, President Monk and Dara Lawrence, can do the talking about the latest news. I just sent you the communication coming from the office of the former president, and I know maybe I can be talking about that until we come back.
I think we'll cover that tomorrow with the whole UN General Assembly stuff and all the drama that going on. But like the information Sekou just gave to our listening audience to our people around the world, it's just embarrassing. It's not only embarrassing, it's heartbreaking that you will bring an elder man to power with the expectation that they'll come and do the right thing. They tout his 40-year plus of experience. And you notice that people only come to power rather than focusing on the people that elected, and they are already making moves for the next election cycle. Can you imagine if you're in Liberia listening today that their number say only 3% of the president's promises are in motion, and they are already making move for 2029 by telling who we're replacing. Look, Sekou, I don't know. I really don't know. It's hard to talk in that country. And I tell people sometimes when you come to SKTV, you don't need to be a security expert to know things are happening. You can just see, you can just put the pieces together. Yep. From the day Georgia came to the Virginia here, Virginia, the Langley, or the CIA headquarters, I knew there were just so many things involved because it's very, very unprecedented. It's one thing when FBI is conducting an investigation, and it's a whole different ballgame when the CIA is involved into something, more especially when it comes to foreign countries and their president. For you to receive an official invitation to come to visit at the CIA headquarters, I knew there was just so much to it that maybe it was a warning. I know they have video evidences. I know they are aware of all the drugs trafficking happening in Liberia. That Liberia is almost like a hub now for the West African sub-region, and our leaders are involved. So the whole idea that Georgia is even coming back in 2029, like you gotta be a fool to even buy into that idea because it's not going to happen. If they are going to stop him from even, because I know under normal circumstances, Georgia will have never considered an election to Joseph Boakai. That's one. Two, the margin of victory alone will have made the election to seem legitimate, even if Georgia was going to cheat, to tend to put his thumb on the nail. So for him to just deliberately take over power, even though he have access to unlimited wealth and power, no, it was too good to be true. And I knew that particular CIA meeting had something to do with it. So if you are a citizen out there who just cannot think about your country, rather than Georgia, he's not coming back. Just know that he's not. And the sad part is the very old man too that people saw as the alternative. Look at what's happening. So it means, like I keep saying, the probability of Liberia getting a better leader from the ballot box is not going to happen. It will never happen in Liberia because they already positioned themselves. Look at the yellow machine. So technically, the yellow machine is not about development. It's all about positioning themselves for power, steal more money from the budget, and build yourself financially because they know they will come to you again give you food here and there, $20 here and there. So you need money to run an election. So technically, that's why the whole yellow machine thing is all about. Because why would a Joseph Parker, Chairman Bennett raised an issue about the yellow machine when you heard the number, he said, the project that I took in my district, I know how much it costs to run a single yellow machine. If you are bringing yellow machine into this country upward of 288, let's get a sum to be hypothetical, say 288. Do you know how much it's going to cost the taxpayer? And now we're just hearing that, because you want to position Jeremiah Cone, you want to slice it into half. Look, we are not fools, my people. We cannot be used all the time. That's why I keep telling the listening audience, whether you are in Liberia or around the world, the moment you start seeing things beyond politics, things become visible. It becomes so clear that even a blind man will be able to see it. And the only way you can stop this thing from actually recognizing this guy move, except you always play politics and you want to pick a side. Because if you cannot pick a side, then you start digging deeper. And when you start digging deeper, you start seeing the picture clearer. That's just where it is. These guys are not interested in making your life better. It's all about how long they can keep extending the party, how long they can steal from you, and then use your country as a transit point to bring drugs, not only in Liberia, but the entire sub-region. Why would Joseph Parker be doing Guinea-Bissau? Why?
Yeah.
Man, it's sad, man. I don't know, man.
Monk, to think about it, what connection do we have with Guinea-Bissau? How Joseph Parker will be invited to Guinea-Bissau without meeting the president of Guinea-Bissau? For what? Because, we got nothing to do with Guinea-Bissau. Absolutely. And Guinea-Bissau is not any of those countries that you're going to go there for anything.
Anything
that will benefit Liberia.
Yes.
We got no historical tie with them.
Yeah. No diplomatic tie relationship. Nothing.
But then, the people that support the president, they don't see beyond their nose. They don't see beyond their personal connection and their support for the president. They care less about what becomes the future of Liberia. As I speak to you, Joseph Boakai government, their motive, their objective is to take as much as they can and as fast as possible. So I know we are on the radio in Bon Mines, in Bon County, and other parts. Lawrence is listening. Lawrence is here. Lawrence, giving all of the above information that we just shared. What say you before we start to take calls later?
Well, Mr. Kane, the information is scary. We live in a country and you wake up in the morning, you switch your other media outlet, you can't hear anything good about the country. The only thing you will hear is bad news, or the government are taking the other money, it's kind of frustrating, Mr. Kane. With the life we are living here, it's kind of difficult for us right now, because a lot of people we have listened to us, they voted for President Boakai because of the experience. Like I said with one old man, he said, Lawrence, from the background of former President William Howard Todwell, from that background, make me to vote for President Boakai, because Todwell served as vice president for 19 years. And when he became president, he did a lot of good things for the country. So based upon that, saying the old man being in power for so many times, so he fell with me and said when he voted for the old man, things were going to be better for the country. Well, now as we speak, even people that voted for the Union Party that are living here, they have mixed feelings. The country is not going nowhere, Mr. Kane. Seriously. When we're talking people up the press, even in the night after the show, people can be texting back to back, insulting. You remember the last time when we had that show where you are talking about soliciting the signature from the various counties? A lot of people have been calling me. Why I say the process has not yet started? I said no, but the CEO is working behind the scene. So when the time comes, we'll be able to reach out to you people.
Hmm. Yeah, man. I don't know. You know, for some reason, I'm just, you know, I just can't process the way liberal people think.
Yeah, it can be hard.
When information is provided, instead of processing the information to get the best they can get out of it, they will immediately get on the defensive without even understanding the information they are getting. Because for them, they are bank on defending anything and everything. For them, everything is politics. Nothing is about the country. Nothing is about the future of the country. Nothing is about the integrity of the country. Everything is about politics. And you have to understand that when you are the president or when you are the ruling government, you will definitely be at the receiving end of most of the scrutiny and attack because you are given the opportunity, the responsibility to steer the affairs of the country. So that puts you in a position wherein you're going to be scrutinized on a daily basis for everything you do. There's a reason why you are given the presidency. There's a reason why people can do everything for the president. Whether they're eating rice, people do their food for them, people press their clothes, people choose what kind of clothes he should wear, people do everything for the president. When the president has only one job to do, to sit down and think and make critical decisions for the country. Make critical decisions on behalf of the 5 million people. That's your only job. But if you can come, instead of focusing on doing that, but you instead focus on enriching yourself, stealing the money in the country, that's not enough. We got to go and work with drug dealers, money launderers. So, Mong, I want to ask you this question. I don't know if you have an answer for it. I'm not sure if you do, but now the legislature, they were presented with documentation supposedly for procurement of 285 machines for $84 million. Now, through the negotiating skills of the vice president, now we are around $30 million. You think the legislature they will care to know exactly what happened, why they inflicted the amount, and who did that?
They won't. The people can conduct their own investigation without being conclusive in their own investigation. First of all, when we broke this news here that about the budget, and when Fanatic Kofa said that he was doing an investigation about who forced his signature and how line items were changed, when it came up with a conclusion, he only said we should look towards the Senate, but he don't have the constitutional authority to investigate beyond the House. And Nyombli Kanga did likewise. She took a copy from Fanatic Playbook and said, okay, it was both ways. The president was involved as well, because we knew that both of them visited him secretly under the cover of darkness to go and make changes to the budget. And the same thing the Senate said, okay, yeah, it was a gameplay between the lower house and the upper house, but equally so we don't have the authority too. So in layman terms, it just means this thing here is a dog and pony show. It's not going anywhere. We are all criminals. We are not going to implicate ourselves. We cannot prosecute ourselves. So this thing is getting to die of natural death. So, Mr. Cannon, to ask that, our lawmakers and the executive, they are always in cahoot. They are playing. They are the same team. It's just that they serve in two separate branches of government, because they know that when this machine come to Liberia, they will get bribed as well. The executive will present the envelope, and our lawmaker will grace that envelope, because they know at the end of the day they will get their share. So the total price of the transaction is also inclusive of how much our lawmakers will receive at the end of the day, just to make sure that deal goes through. Like what I asked, why would the president and the executive try to inflate it? And we all know, we look at the national budget, we all know there were almost like $58.9 million allocated for the entire public sector investment program. So how can you even think about spending $89 million just on machine?
Yeah.
So it means they can spend even off the budget. That's why I keep telling people.
Mo, not even to cut you off, you continue. To the point that you just raised. A line, you want to take $84 million for just a machine without any proper planning, without any project proposal, without any idea as to what you're going to do with the machine and how they're going to be operated, how they're going to be used, and for the purpose that they're going to be used.
Yes.
Nothing whatsoever. Because, somebody will say, we're based on S, Y, and Z project. Yes. We are doing this, we are doing this, we are doing that. It's going to cost us 10 machines, and the 10 machine will do X, Y, and Z. But just to get it overnight, that is to tell you the reason for the yellow machine. It had nothing to do with Liberia. It had nothing to do with Liberian people. It was all about using the yellow machine as a means of enriching themselves.
Yes.
That's all. Then you get a bunch of, party, zealous. They are there, you're happy about everything. Oh, Papa, thank you. They never have been in Liberia before, because you refuse to learn, you refuse to be smart, you refuse to pay attention to details and information that have been provided to you. Just like, okay, now those that were dancing about the yellow machine, those that were dancing that their partner bring the machine, that the country coming change, they coming face all the road. Now they tell you that machine was too expensive. They ain't going to buy it again. So what's going to happen with the machine? Are you still going to be dancing again? Just as they happened with the Ilolo bus.
Yeah, the Ilolo buses.
The bus came. We told you it was a fiasco. It was not going to go anywhere. And the bus were taken by in darkness. Nobody knew exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Now the yellow machine, they're telling you that the yellow machine in fact is expensive. Instead of 285, they would have brought 32. Yeah. But they brought 32, but they want to take money for 285. In the 285 too, they inflated the price by 50 million. Yes.
$50 million. Think about that.
You want to steal $50 million just like that?
Yeah, 50 million.
Well, maybe I know you guys were on the news bulletin, but I know you follow everything before then, and everybody in Liberia follow the information that we provided. So, what say you before we go to the line to take calls?
Yeah, thank you. So to just add up to what I just maybe heard you people discussing, the representative of district number 7 Nimba County said on his official Facebook page pertaining to machine issues, road rehabilitation, and so forth. According to the government, they put in for some $22 million. I don't know how far they're going with that, but again, he said on today our team intervened on the Ganta Secretariat Highway, entering into Secretariat, putting all the vehicles stuck in the mud and clearing the road to allow regular traffic to resume. I will take my bills to the rescue family for compensation, according to the lawmaker from district number 7. So if you are following him, you will see exactly the work in fact have been done by his team, his own machine. So, I just pass back to but again, let me move quickly. You know, Sekou, you just said something about us as people, the way we worship people. And let me be frank, I think that's the kind of politics style that we are into here in the country is bad. I was just listening to the news bulletin and I heard that the Information Ministry condemning Nimrod report, saying that Nimrod, they only wanted to tarnish a repetition of the government. So what here that is not glaring that you feel you want it? So it's just about us thinking present to people, whether they are doing well or not. For me, I just see that in fact we have a long way to go because poverty is glaring. The barrow connectivity, or in fact the barrow in the university is glaring. Even right in from the gateway to Liberia economy, the free port. You see when rainfall, you see the water there, everywhere filled. But you are saying that the people are lying, their statistics is not true, they just want to turn it, the repetition of the government. Again, that's for me, it really got me sad not too long when I listen to the news. I see why the country will continue to remain backward like this, because we feel that everything is just about praise singing and just backing government officials, whether they do wrong or not. Sometimes don't talk. Sometimes there's some issue, don't even react to it as a government. Because if you want to react to it, then you will create more chaos. So far, I think that one really on my mind.
Yeah, so Lauren, let's hear from you. If not, we can maybe we can start taking some calls. Let's hear from our people. Mong, you want to
go to the line?
Before we go to the line, Mong?
I don't have that much to say, but you know, when like I said, when you put the pieces together, you can just see things clearly. And the people who believe, look, we're just talking about yellow machines here. And the same people that were flying around here with the $3 billion. You know, there was a story that came out that raised even our international partners that rose Abra concerning the issue about investment and the whole Chinese thing we keep talking about. Because at the end of the day, the objective is just one thing, that these guys can get rich overnight. It's not about liberating people. It's not about improving the country's future. It's not about making life better for ordinary people. It's all about stealing and raking money. You know, Mr. Cannon, you know what? Do you know our lawmakers were working behind the scene about breaking the post apart under the NPA system, the National Port Authority system? That they wanted the Port of Buchanan, the Port of Sano, and the Port of Maryland to be operating independently to give them autonomy. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You know that about that, okay. And when you look at the whole yellow machine thing, you look at the ILO buses, you will ask at this stage, because they say they want to increase the productivity to bring about economic incentive, but that's a lie. They want to break away these posts so they can sell them individually to their potential investor to get money just for 2029. It's like people come to power, they are not interested in you, they are just interested in how to extend this party, to keep it going from the Joseph Boaga to our lawmakers and going down. And it will be up to the people themselves to change the narrative. Until then, I just don't see it happening. But we can take calls from Liberia to see what is on the mind of the people. And I mean, you explain everything for the rest of the day. It can just make you to feel dejected, and it's just sad to even discuss that an older man with so much time in government, and traditionally we respect older people to come to power to operate like some mafia, just like the same way George we are running things. It just mind-boggling, and you just cannot make sense of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's a bit among to that. And quickly, because mind you know, even the Western cluster, you know, the company always putting on our rules, and every time government will revoke after 1 week, 2 weeks, again government get permit.
So Mong and Melbourne, somebody just texted me and said that our Cash App number is saying that they don't receive funds. So for some reason, whoever texted me, I'll text you an alternative number you can use for now until we can get it fixed. So I'll send you a number. That's 623-810-1494. You can send a Cash App there. Maybe I don't know what's going on with that, but we will fix it later on. We will update you. But if you have something to share with us right now, 623-810-1494. 623-810-1494. You can send Cash App to that one for now. But the Zelle is always still okay. Zelle is good. Zelle is 602-620-0352. All right. Maybe go ahead and let's hear from our people.
Wonderful. So 077-285-961. That's the number to call again. 077-285-961. You have been listening to your team on the SKTV show, discussing a lot of issues. Maybe you want to chip in some of the issues or something you want to mind. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Chigwa.
Yes, so let me first appreciate you, neighbor. I'm watching here, calling from Jesus Factory. Neighbor, you getting me?
Yes, we are getting you loud and clear.
So let me appreciate you guys for the hard work that you are doing, especially people are Sekou and the team for educating our brother and sister who make the greater mistake by giving Mr. Boyka a presidency. That's what which is a retirement job to the whole life. But let me go to the issue of the yellow machine. You see, people are saying who are maybe the Liberian people should not expect any good thing from this government. You know the reason why? Because Mr. Boyka, and some of what people are saying, give the power to rescue him and family and turn our power over to the Liberian people. The only mistake we make in this country is to give Mr. Boyka the presidency. The yellow machine to this time. They want to buy all around what we all y'all missing in the country. See how disgraceful as if people are carrying our country to public disgrace. Because what I see there on inauguration, now you want to make us shame. You see our communication to the former president George Miller, we are in a very careful manner. Mr. President don't have any intention of developing this country. No job, school open, people not going to school, no money. Our mother and our sister are in the market selling, they don't see in the money. The only thing we see when Mr. Buhari will leave the country will sign MOU. Our MOU president, I want to say this, it can't be to hear a supporter. If Mr. Buhari don't want to rule this country, he should peacefully take this country over. Because few years from now, the people get tired of him and they will try to play things that will go against him. So people are saying, we continue to have him.
Thank you so much to this caller. Good evening. Yeah. Yeah, good. Thank God. Go ahead.
Let me say what's up to the rest of the community in the United States. This is LP from Chicken Factory, member of the respondent to pay them. You know, to be honest with you people, from a personal opinion, I just hate Mr. Parker, to be honest with you. You know the reason is, I don't like to see all person lie. I don't use any other word here apart from lying. The people can lie out there. Every day he's making his shame. Look at the young machine I was discussing today. It's wrong. I don't know they take advantage of that because people in like our education, that want to get to the advantage. That was to me that what people believe in. They say, okay, that people then will just override it because of the education, you know, they're not too educated, so we just use them at that rate.
I'm not saying because of education, but because we can be pressing them.
You know the reason I see that maybe? It's not for you and myself now, but maybe that really thing is wrong. Remember,
all right.
You know, we teach about my attitude that the only way this country will grow. That's all. Now, my brother, from now to the now, I tell you, I could tell you, I will go for politics. I will not be making people rich. Myself, too, I need to get rich. You know, I get to retire to get.
So, your father turned to Henry Costa Jr. You're not available. Where the next caller? Good evening. Well, they could be interesting for people. I'm very interested. Hello? Hello? Yeah, but look, we know how for the number 077-285. Now, so many people don't resign before politics time with my people because your people already now start campaigning already. You have something. Hello?
Yeah, neighbor.
Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
Yeah, how are you? Yeah, let me say hi to people Sekou and the other part. Joseph Emmanuel, Jason, and I joined the conversation for Upper Carwell. Look. To see President Boyka, behaving like a mafia, it is unacceptable. This is why when I listen to people try to question other leaders, the other man is not politician, the other man is not no book. We allow people who claim that they are educated, we took our country and give it to them. You see how they are behaving to us? You see how our country is going? This country is dying slowly under President Boyka. So, for me, any election comes here, I don't care, you can bring your degree for the whole book there. You come here and say you get 30 years experience. I don't think I will elect people based on the time to work in government because if that were the call, I think Liberia should be better on President Boyka. Or to see the kind of mistake that this woman is making everywhere. You brought yellow machine here. And one of Mama got better to over car. I can like she's some kind of musical star. Put her in the air, oh yeah, rescue today. We hearing another thing about this machine. The person in podcast is not here in our country. The best thing you need to do, pack all your leaders. You leave our country alone because you people are paying zero market on us. We sat there and you people brought false promises. You people put it like bring people under the pressure that you people coming to change everything here today. Our country is getting worse. Everything in Liberia, if all the sector in Liberia issue, the only scam issue will get at JFK, that machine sport. Today, the government is unable to face that machine. Everything in this country is just going backward and backward.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, please.
All right, thank you so much, Chief. A minute so that other people can call in. Today's caller, good evening.
Hello, how you doing?
We okay though, thank God. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, okay, I just want to say Mr. Kane, thank you, the information that he gave to us. He gave that information before, in fact, like almost a week before the government started arresting people. You know, for them, they are doing it as a call-up, they are doing what they know about it. Actually, just what everything Mr. Kane said about that training that they're having. I think either it's a training that immigration will have the city, they treating people that are training the immigration will give it because that was no about it. So they were just doing that they said treating immigration, but it was a group of
Man, that is it. I'm thinking, man, like an immigration training already in Bikini. Yeah, today's caller, good evening.
How you doing?
I'm okay, thank God. Go ahead, my brother.
Are you talking right?
Yeah, there's a Melbourne.
My name is John Abraham Rawan. I will not come on position, but I will make a statement. You see, it is okay to criticize the government. The government welcome that, and we know that criticism is even way. But you like criticize over your head. Now, let me say something. People are taking about the other machine issue. The issue is not that the other machine will not come to that period. But if the government want to move to the previous price for the machine and go back to a lower price, is our party for the country who are criticizing here? If the machine is supposed to be 80 million and the government and the vice presidential, I can negotiate a one that will be what 12 million. Is that our party for the country who are criticizing here? Secondly, who should not come to the public and give misleading information when it comes to the president?
Which one that is misleading? Give out the facts, quick, in 30 seconds.
You are a journalist, you should give me a chance to make my point and get it in line.
But you've been talking, I will give you a chance now, but hello, no. You said somebody is giving me the information. That's why I come in. But already you finish question your 1 minute, and you say what you want to say. So go ahead. That was a go ahead, my man, before, yeah.
He said that the president went to Guinea-Bissau and the president met with drug dealers. What are the evidence? How would the president go to meet drug dealers when the president himself is taking all the initiatives to do a drug? I think more than better or Trevor need to transfer these guys from Kanye on the air and give him this information.
All right. Saying you can't bring the facts where you want to be because they're talking against maybe the AOE society, so you are getting angry, you want for the show to be shut down, you laugh. But today's caller, good evening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Steve Ashton. I'm calling from Chicago. Thank you basically for your talking points. You know, before the last time I was in the they arrested Josh at the port. Then the day after the president entered into the country, I said on show that this was actually employed by the president. Basically, and that was your was just saying this evening. We're looking at better discussing the issue of drugs. For me, I would actually appreciate it because the movement is very desperate for money. The money never ends doing it. Don't pay that the money you want to get, you want to sell that blood or get money, put it into a family that will die, then we just pass there around the guns. The gun for a cow, that I get no gain. That way, very driving out to sell the country. And even here, I'm talking about food mountain or keeping mountain. I don't see that if shit is seen in the family around way. Nothing good is bringing for the country. As listen to the information, this was like, well, people say.
Nemo, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm beginning to wonder, I'm going to say that true.
But the public minister say if all the racks that can be on the road, the people can be stealing it. So that when you come back again, you say that lie. My brother need to move on. Hello, let's cut up. Your alarm a little bit better. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, my brother, go ahead. Your name and from where you join us.
Thank you, Milon, and submitting good evening people in the entire family. This is the voice of Kuyu William Covey and Johnny session for this history. Well, I appreciate you guys so much for your analysis. For me as a Liberian, I just want to use the medium to appreciate Almighty God. Giving us a kind of a president that we waited. The president that we really can be for today will speak to a leadership and exemplify. And we say, thank you, Mr. President. That is a true example of a leader. So why people will discuss it, for all who will be there to glorify, to appreciate you for your efforts. Let people say, everywhere we used to go, you will see dumpster, but today, people say it's clean. You cannot see dumpster. Anywhere in Rugby, you sit on the beach street. Mr. President, it's only your leadership. Thank you so much, Mr. President. We used to be a gas price for $9, but today it is $740. Mr. President, thank you. Mr. President, we used to be a discount on the city.
Hello. Okay, gas price is $640. How much is the transport fare? Oh.
So, Mr. President, we used to be but this now, projects were running in for their reopening, but all of them already say, I've been told they have gas, that there will be no platform vision on the regime because you are a resilient leader, you exercise patience, and you make everybody to exercise the freedom of speech. Everybody will speak, you express a mind, free day. Don't feel intimidated. All this government, your radio station or your platform will never be closed. Everybody will have the opportunity to express their content.
Thank you. I like that. I like the final closing. That everybody will express their own opinion on how the governance of our nation is going. Yeah, you want to respond to a few of the callers?
Yeah. Just a second.
Yeah, somebody accused.
But I didn't hear that person good. You accuse me of what thing?
The man said you said Joseph Boakai went to Guinea-Bissau and go talk to go negotiate with the drugs dealer and so forth. And he said,
but what the person accusing me for? I don't want to say that. I didn't go beyond the hall to go say it. I said right here on the national radio and international platform. So the thing is, that's the problem about people. They don't really process the information, and they just get angry when they hear information instead of for them it's all about defending. That's the problem. It's all about defending their. Well, one thing I wanted to say is that somebody, the person, I just wanted to inform you guys, the person who asked that whether our cash app say was not working, that person, one of the ladies that are always supporting SKTV. It's been a couple of Fridays. This person always saying, that more remember when I said they probably always send $60 on a Friday. So
on the last show.
Yeah, so she always sends she used to send $60 all the time, but for some reason the cash app was not working, so she sent $120 today.
Wow. So I have to make up for other 60. That's
great. For all the other Friday that passed, so I want to say thank you to her, but she doesn't know how to call her name. But I want to say thank you to this lady. We really, really appreciate you. So the new cash app number we're going to be using for now until we get our own and fix. I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah, because people start to complain. I think
623-810-1494. 623-810-1494. That's going to be the cash app for now. But Zelle number, my sister asked you, Mutual asked whether the Zelle number still the same. That old Zelle number still working, but we don't want to depend on it because we're going to close that account. The Zelle number that we posted is the same that we share on our platform. That is 620-0352. That's the one that is there as our number. So we'll be updating in the system later on today. But those of you who, have donated to SKTV, especially the sister who just did today, we really, really appreciate you. It's been a minute. It's been almost 3 weeks. We never, can't even get, anything compared to the past. But whatever we get, we appreciate it. Anything we get, we take it. We don't get nothing, we will stay calm here, because we owe it to the Liberian people. And you see, Mayborn here, Mayborn smiling right now because Mayborn know we've been struggling lately. It's not easy. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
easy.
Because when you are talking like this, you can even get friends, even to the extent that some of you now listen to some of them, they are getting angry every day just because we are telling them the truth.
Yeah,
they want
getting
us to
angry
join
about-
them and be syncing with them.
But let me tell you something. How come they're not calling and argue about the information about Gafwan?
They will not.
How come? So they only hate the bad news because they don't want their leaders to be exposed. For us, how come they're not arguing that this guy they were treating rebel in Lofa County, the guy now Joseph Boakai being asked to turn the guy over to Guinean government? How come they're not arguing that? How come they're not arguing that? Okay.
The disappointing one is even for them to be arguing about drugs issue when we were here, when they were like talking about Coach. There were two types of campaigns that some of them were even running with here during election time. Oh, Coach, we want to get rid of Coach. In fact, even the nurses, the doctors, and so forth, or in fact, especially the nurses and all the civil servant, right? When you want to pay, this was kind of things. So we got to discuss all of this. So you I don't know how you'll be thinking, but whenever there are drugs issues here, we're going to talk about it. And in fact, we're going to shift the blame on the government. So we want to shift the blame on you. Okay, but then you are the one that booking drugs. Then come on and can't tell that you are the one that booking drugs.
They don't let their president there to be called drug dealers. This guy, to be honest, Joseph Boakai was so fake. Right after his election, he went and said he was taking drug tests. He said he's taking drug tests. He said everybody in the government will take drug tests. If you don't take it, then
senators.
So what happened? What happened to the drug test? That's to tell you how fake. So just to confuse the Liberian people, the other Boakai drug test, you can call it, remember we should go take pound one test because that one will fail. Well, on a serious note, we have nothing against the president.
No.
We are just speaking on issues. We're speaking on policy issues. We're speaking on issues that got to do with our country. And we got nothing personal against President Boakai. But not because we have nothing against him that we should remain mute on issues that matter to our country. Now, if you are now angry for the fact that Joseph Boakai declared drugs as public health issue,
Yes, indeed. So sometimes some of you, I know you're getting your feelings, but let me tell you, like I think that was yesterday, somebody called in yesterday, or in fact, even to Representative Monk, even mentioned similar thing like that today. There will be time for elections. There's 6 years. So whenever election process is over, it's time for governance. So people will come up to discuss how things are happening. It's not about your own personal feelings. It's not about how you, okay, so the one that happened in Lofa County where they got time, the 16 years old woman or in fact lady.
Yeah.
Or in fact,
So
are you happy for that?
Yeah, that's a question. Memo, let me ask you. What is the drug test result for Joseph Boakai? Did they make it? Did they make it public or what?
Look,
Yeah, but because you take drug test, you got to you take it for the LeBron people. You got to share the result with them. So, and how many people took the drug test?
Including some senators, even I don't know whether they lied their team or they lied them go off. All of them.
Do you not take the drug test?
All of them.
But what's the result?
As far as we're concerned, one year they pass. They pass drug test. Now I finish, they pass.
How they pass?
But
if they pass, what they get the result of us?
They pass. And I'm there. Look, let me tell you, secondly, you see, but again, I blame our people because we joke with these things. We are not holding public officials accountable for things. So that they can do anything, they can play phone out of us. And all we're seeing today, talking about Gabriel drop. Gabriel drop, how far is the transport fare?
Yeah.
Nothing.
So to the folks watching us from Grand Gila County, we are sorry, we're not on the radio. We'll try to be on the radio. Actually, we intended to do that today again, but for some reason, Grand Gila don't got signal. It takes forever, for stuff to go through. So I just got notification from there, from the so maybe, but on a serious note, drugs is killing our people. If you are a Boakai supporter, you're seeing drugs coming through the airport,
broad day.
You're not concerned about that. You're seeing LDEA people accusing each other of letting drugs in. Oh man, what's going on, man?
Yeah, the people today.
Yeah. Hello?
Are you coming online?
Hello? Hello?
All right, so you are on though. I hope that you just meet.
No. I just somebody want to call in on the show.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good.
Hello? We are live. We're waiting for your contribution. That's what we're doing right now.
I will do it the end of the month. I know.
Okay, go ahead.
From what I'm saying,
it's
too painful
to
let Joseph Boakai and 6 years. It's too painful. It's painful to us. It's painful to us. Look at what's happening in our country. Just killing. Just giving people soul. Giving our children soul. People out of job. They're eating money. Just few months, all of them rich. The nobody Kanka, the Jeremiah Kun, the Boakai, and people Grace Big in a mansion, in the Senate. It is sorrowful. So my question is, are we going to sit for 60 years like that?
Maybe I want to go with this out. Because the way the man owner and the man sick too, nobody knows what's going to happen. Now God knows. God is the one who is aware of what's going on right now. But the brother voted for the man. The man will go for 6 years.
We can go in the same protest. We don't want the man.
You go protest. You don't want the man. How many are you? Okay, no problem. I hope the people listening to you. Thank you. He said they will go protest. They don't want the man.
Oh God!
Look, just with the paper.
Look, if
hold on, the other is here on the line.
One
of my favorite talk show hosts, the man who can be on the show, be snoring like motherfucker. I didn't say the other one, I said motherfucker. So, what's up, my brother? Yeah, what's going on? You're alive?
Yes, hey man,
Oh, I didn't see it.
Okay, that's okay. How much did the government say is the new bill for those machines?
So they said the new bill would be $37 million instead of $84 million. Hello, Ben? Oh. Hold on one second. One second. Hello, Ben. Oh, we lost Ben.
Yeah, man, come.
Yeah, Ben, it's a $37 million with everything.
Wow.
From $84 million to 37.
Yeah, so even so, by just common sense, it is impossible. But somebody was selling something. I mean, because these are not like Lucas Flare you buy and these are caustic materials.
Mm-hmm.
For you to divide the price by half is a lot. And in fact, 32 million for about 32 million for 32 machines in our country, it still doesn't even make no sense.
No. They say the 32 machine was just, just to show you a sample of what you're going to receive. So if they brought a sample to you, pay for the whole thing, they will bring the rest. That's what they did. So they brought 32 machine, promising that they're going to be 285 machine, but just show you 32 first. Give me $84 million, they'll bring the rest later on. That's how much they take Liberian people for joke.
So
84 million for
285 machine.
It's not even possible.
Yeah.
Those are brand new machines. It's not possible. This is a lie.
But it was all meant to just to find a way to get money from the Liberian people, just to steal.
Oh, it's not possible. You know how much those machines cost? A brand new machine, how much it costs? You pay 200 plus for 84 million. Man, come on. Thank you, man. Bye-bye.
Yep. And the country we have, my brother. People believe in lying.
That's the country where everybody want to negotiate and get a cut. Everybody in the country, especially our government officials, they never satisfy with the salary that they are even making.
Hello? Yeah, 443 number.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, my brother Sekou. This is Prince Sharif, and I'm calling you from the East Coast. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you?
All right. We are grateful. Let me say thanks to you and to the panelists.
Thank you.
Really appreciate the effort that you people continue to exert for a better Liberia.
Sure.
And all of us are making significant progress. While it is true that sometimes, the information becomes very hard, but I think they are all geared towards a better Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, my brother Sekou, there are a few issues that I want to talk about here because you say what is on my mind.
Yeah.
What is on my mind, one has to do with the level of violence that we are seeing now in Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
It is becoming alarming. And from what we are seeing, if care is not taken, Liberia will soon be considered as one of the most violent countries in Africa. When you do your own assessment, just by doing your own assessment, every day on Facebook, on the social media, where especially those of us in diaspora get most of our information from, you will hear of people engaging into violence and killing each other. Let me just put it the raw way. Every day, when you try to, do your own research, check in the counties. That'll be 2 persons first, 1 person stab his friend, 2 persons first, 1 person stab his friend. The level of anger and violence that is going on in Liberia, there are some factors that are responsible for this. And if we as a people are not careful, we are going somewhere very dangerous. My brother Sekou, when you denied people of the opportunity of at least be able to sustain themselves, what happened? You bring in anger, you bring in fear, and etc., etc. People will just get angry for no reason. Something that should not even make people angry. People will get angry because the entire country, including the people who are supposed to even be protecting us, they are also angry. Look, for example, what happened in Kinjal, the police, to go and open fire on peaceful rioter or protester. You open fire on them, people who should be protecting the Liberian people. You open fire and you kill these people. My brother Sekou, I don't know, because for me, I have checked and I've seen not a single person that was brought to justice for that particular gruesome massacre that was done in Grand Cape County by the Liberian National Police. Up to now, we are yet to see one person that say, yeah, you are responsible. You were the commander on the ship that day when that incident happened. So we answer question in a court of competent jurisdiction. That has not happened. Of recent, again, we saw what happened at the CDC headquarters, where they went and took a fictitious document only to go and raid an opposition head office. But Sekou, this thing is concerning. It is getting serious. And
Yeah.
so we want to use your platform.
I want you to conclude, if you can, please.
All right, sir. So we want to use your platform and also our platform to say to our international partners that we think you people have invested a lot in the peace and security of Liberia. With the way things are going from all indication, we are pleading that people in the country who should take action and are not taking action, like for example, the Minister of Justice, Councillor Oxford Tuwe, we believe that that man deserves a sanction because it is under his watch that all of these evil things are happening. The kind of thing that we're seeing happening, even during the water, we don't see it happening.
Please, before we go, let me ask you one question before we go.
Yes, sir.
We learned that the CDC people then they're about to be, evaded from the headquarters. So what happened?
Let me say thank you for that question, my brother Sekou. CDC has always been in the heart, the soul, and the spirit of sedition. Now, what makes up the CDC?
No, my man. Answer my question about the place, about the headquarters. The headquarters that they tell you to move. That you don't move, the government going to move you up.
Yeah, the first thing is, in fact, just by hearing that news, people should start to celebrate the CDC. You know why? It is because
For being irresponsible?
When we were in power, we didn't use our political power to be able to subdue people and take properties like it was done under regimes. Under the regime of Joseph Nima Boyka when he served for 12 years. We know what happened. That we did not use power to abuse the rights of people. We live within the framework and within the agreement that was signed between we and the family. And that's how we have operated. So people should even...
Yeah, but I'm talking about why you didn't pay your bill?
No. We have always paid our bill. We have always paid our bill through the legal system. We have always paid our bill. Us moving from that particular headquarters, not because we not pay bill.
What's the reason?
There are issues between the family. In fact, yesterday, another communication from a family member, from another group of family. So that 3 families now we're talking about. So at the end of the day, we must even be praised as a political institution. That when we were there, we did not use our political powers, our political prowess to be able to take side and deny other people of justice or to use any fictitious means. So my brother Sekou, I expect you now on this platform to begin to commend the CDC for some a democratic and atmosphere that we created.
All right, Prince. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. Thank you as always. So yes, Monk, Mebon, we gotta close. We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go. Myself, no time.
We got 4 minutes to go. So Monk, let's hear from you before we go. We'll be here tomorrow. I know a lot of people can miss us when we're not on the show. They seem like I miss you all. Well, when I'm on the show, I can miss my people. We'll try to be here tomorrow. Monk and Mebon will be here tomorrow.
Tomorrow, we'll pick it up.
Yeah, so all I can say is thank to all of you. Thank you so much. And let me say to our followers, our supporters, let me be frank, Liberia policy right now, even you can get all of the degrees and everything, either you be for or you be against. That's how the whole country run. But some of us who choose to be independent, some of us who choose that will not be able to serve with another person, maybe because of the sake of the country. We will continue to remain independent. Sometimes you hear somebody call us, they will say what they want to say. But again, your support is all we need to get the media institution run. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so the funny thing is, when people are not in power, they can sound different. CDC, the one they used to be calling us, is it LC TV or Comics TV? Now, some United Party people calling me now that I'm a CDCN. So United Party people calling me too CDCN. They calling us all kinds of names. And so CDCN too, when they come here, they want us to be bashing Joseph Mabuaga or say all the bad thing about them. But then when we switch a little bit to shine some light on George Weah and the past, then they all go amok. They go crazy. But it is what it is. That's politics. We don't buy down to any pressure. We don't support any political party. And one of the reasons why we are not as supported as we should be by the Liberian people is because we refuse to take us out. By the time we decide right now to start pressing in for CDC, you see all the CDC coming to follow the play. Similarly, we come to do the same thing with Unity Party people come here and follow this place. That's how Liberia looking. If you see it won't be neutral, you see some good people will stick around, but people who go by the partisan politics, you will not see them because they don't like the things you can say. They don't want you to say things that will not be in their favor, or they will not be praising for their leaders. But SKTV remains SKTV regardless. We appreciate all of you guys for sticking around for 2 hours. And we also want to say big thank you to Mayborn and Truth FM and also Lawrence and Radio Former. And hopefully Top FM will be here tomorrow as well. We hope to get back on track. But yet, I'm not going to be here every day. Mayborn, we got to thank Mayborn for everything and Truth FM for keeping the show alive. We say thank you to you. We'll be here tomorrow. We appreciate your time. Mayborn, thank you very much. So I want to respect your time. I don't want to go over the time for 1 second. So we'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you so much. So good night from our end, and we'll catch up. Thank you so far.
Thank you. Yeah, good night.